Hi friends. Welcome back to our channel, the place where your English learning journey becomes simple, relaxing, and part of your everyday life. If you're just starting out or if you want to build confidence and improve your basic vocabulary, you're in the right place. On this channel, we share short and easy English stories to help you learn real words, common phrases, and simple sentences. These stories are perfect for beginners who want to listen daily, repeat after the speaker, and feel more comfortable using English in everyday situations. Whether you're at home, walking, studying, or getting ready for bed, you can listen, learn, and grow, step by step. Let's learn English together, one story at a time.
Today we have a special guest with us, Anna, an international college student who's been through some incredible challenges in her life. So let's dive right in and hear her story. Hi Anna, thank you so much for joining us today. Can you tell us a bit about yourself and your background?
Of course. I'm an international college student from China. I've been living in the US for about 5 years now, and I've been through some pretty challenging experiences.
What has it been like juggling college life and part-time work?
I've been working part-time jobs to support myself while studying. It's been a tough journey, but I've learned so much along the way.
That sounds like a lot of responsibility. How do you stay motivated?
I've faced a lot of challenges in my life, but I've learned to persevere and keep pushing forward. Life is not always easy, but it's important to stay positive and keep moving forward.
That's really inspiring. What's one lesson you've learned during your journey?
The most important lesson I've learned is to never give up on your dreams. Even when things get tough, it's important to keep working towards your goals.
What advice would you give to other international students?
Be open-minded and adaptable. Adjusting to a new culture and way of life can be challenging, but it's also rewarding. You'll learn a lot about yourself and others.
Have there been any highlights in your time here in the US?
Absolutely. I've had some amazing experiences, from exploring new places to making lifelong friends. I've really learned to appreciate the little things.
Before we wrap up, is there any final message you'd like to share with our audience?
Just remember to stay positive and never give up on your dreams. Life has ups and downs, but each challenge helps shape who you are. Keep moving forward.
Thank you so much for sharing your journey, Anna. Your story is truly powerful.
Thank you for having me, and thanks to everyone for listening. I hope my story can encourage others to keep going no matter how hard it gets.
Now let's hear the story about her journey. Anna is a young woman currently studying at an international college. She's originally from a different country, but now lives in a new place, trying to make a name for herself. She's not only a student but also someone taking on various part-time jobs to make ends meet. One of the most challenging aspects of her life is her financial situation. As an international student, she faces many financial struggles. Anna has to work hard to support herself and her studies, which can be quite demanding. She's always on the lookout for new part-time jobs to help her get by. Another challenge Anna faces is the language barrier. Being an international student, she has to communicate in a language that's not her native tongue. This can be quite challenging, especially when it comes to understanding lectures and assignments. Anna's life is also filled with fun and excitement. She loves to travel and explore new places, and she's always up for a new adventure. She's a social butterfly who enjoys spending time with friends and making new connections. Despite all the challenges she faces, Anna is a strong and resilient young woman. She's determined to make the most of her time at college and create a better life for herself. She's always looking for ways to improve her situation and make the most of her opportunities. In conclusion, Anna's life is a fascinating mix of challenges, excitement, and determination. She's an inspiration to us all, and her story serves as a reminder that with hard work and resilience, anything is possible. It's hard to believe that graduation is just around the corner for Anna. After years of hard work, sleepless nights, countless essays, long shifts at part-time jobs, and moments of both triumph and doubt, she's finally reaching the finish line. Her final semester has been a whirlwind of emotions. There are days when she feels on top of the world and other days when she still questions whether she's done enough, learned enough, or grown enough. But deep down, Anna knows she's come a long, long way. She recently picked up her graduation gown, and as she held it in her hands, she couldn't help but tear up. For her, it wasn't just a piece of fabric. It was a symbol of everything she had fought for. Every shift she worked while her classmates went out to parties. Every late-night study session while the world around her slept. Every moment she held on when it would have been easier to quit. That gown represented more than a degree. It represented survival, strength, and transformation. In these final months, Anna has also taken time to reflect deeply on her identity. She's no longer the unsure girl who stepped off the plane wide-eyed and nervous all those years ago. She's now a woman who knows her worth. She knows what she brings to the table, not just as a student but as a leader, a mentor, and a global citizen. Her perspective has widened. She sees the world differently now. She knows that people are more alike than different, and that kindness and understanding can bridge even the widest cultural gaps. Anna has also begun applying to graduate programs and internships focused on social work and education. Her ultimate dream is to create programs that provide international students with tools, resources, and emotional support to help them thrive, not just survive. She's particularly passionate about helping first-generation students, those who often fall through the cracks. Her goal isn't just to create change, it's to be the change she once needed. During a recent campus interview, Anna was asked, "If you could go back and speak to your younger self on your first day here, what would you say?" She smiled and said, "I would tell her, you're going to cry sometimes. You're going to feel lost. But you'll also laugh harder than ever before, meet people who change your life and become someone you're proud of. So don't be afraid, just keep going." As the graduation ceremony approaches, Anna has invited her parents to watch the live stream from home in China. It will be early morning for them, but she knows they'll be watching proudly, tissues in hand, whispering to each other, "That's our daughter." Though they couldn't be there physically, their love has been with her every step of the way. And so, Anna's story continues, not as an ending but as the beginning of a brand new chapter. One where her past struggles fuel her future purpose. One where she's not just living her dream, but helping others reach theirs too. After graduation, Anna moved to a nearby city where she had landed a short-term internship with a nonprofit that focuses on educational equity. At first, the experience was thrilling. For the first time, she wasn't juggling homework and part-time jobs. Her energy could go fully into her passion, helping others. She attended meetings, collaborated with diverse teams, and even got to lead a small mentorship program for newly arrived international students. It felt like her dreams were finally taking shape. But transitioning from student life to professional life wasn't easy. Without the comfort of familiar classmates, she felt a surprising wave of loneliness. The social life she had built in college began to fade, and in its place came the quiet responsibility of adulthood. Rent, bills, job applications, networking events. Texas, all in a system that still sometimes felt foreign to her. There were days Anna questioned if she truly belonged in this new world. But deep inside she reminded herself that her path was different, and that didn't make it any less valuable. She wasn't just building a career, she was building a life based on purpose, empathy, and experience. One evening while walking home from work, Anna passed by a small community center and saw a flyer that read, "Volunteer English tutors needed, help refugees and immigrants." Without hesitating, she signed up. That one decision became a turning point. Teaching English to adult learners brought back memories of her own early struggles, and gave her a renewed sense of meaning. In helping others navigate the same journey she once walked alone, Anna was healing parts of herself too. Anna applied for and was accepted into a master's program in social work, with a focus on international student advocacy and migrant support. This time as she entered grad school she felt grounded, confident, ready. She began developing workshops for first-year international students, offering emotional support, cultural navigation tips, and practical tools to help them thrive. She even co-founded a small nonprofit initiative with some classmates, Bridge Steps, a mentorship program pairing international students with local volunteers to help them integrate academically and socially. One of the most powerful moments came when a student from Myanmar approached her after a workshop and said, "I was going to go home. I felt too alone. But your story made me feel like I can stay." That simple sentence brought tears to Anna's eyes. It reminded her why she started, why she kept going, and why her struggles weren't just obstacles. They were gifts she could use to light the path for others. Today, Anna stands as more than just a graduate, a worker, or a former student. She's a leader, a storyteller, and a builder of hope. She continues to write and speak publicly about her experiences, encouraging others to embrace their stories and never feel ashamed of their struggles. Through her work, she reminds everyone, especially young immigrants and international students, that resilience is not about perfection. It's about showing up again and again even when you're scared, even when you're tired. As we close Anna's story for now, we want to leave you with her words. You don't have to be the loudest in the room to make a difference. You just have to be honest, kind, and willing to keep going. And that brings us to the end of Anna's incredible journey, at least for now. From a student facing language barriers and financial challenges, to a leader shaping brighter futures for others, Anna's story is one of resilience, purpose, and heart. We hope her journey has inspired you as much as it has inspired us. If her story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories like this one. Until next time, remember, your voice matters, your story matters, and like Anna, you too can make a difference. One step at a time.